Greetings, my name is Jake and welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic 2. We are back with T3M4. We need to open up the turbo lift to get off of Paragus. So, right off the bat, sealed door here. You'll need to blast it open with explosives. No way to bash it open. So this is another gate that the game puts up, just like the plasma torch at the beginning. So let's get our bearings here. Some more components and chemicals. I think... Yes. Okay. So the droid parts that we picked up earlier, those can be fitted already. So I think we've got an armor and shield we can use, as well as a mining laser. And T3M4 comes with a shock arm. So there's these little special things that you can put on droid characters. And they can do fire, electricity, ion damage, things like that. And they all have 10 uses, I believe. Maybe some of them have 5, I'm not sure. Which makes them, you know, that sort of thing in an RPG that you just never use because you have to use it up, and if it's really good, you don't want to use it. But T3M4 is unique because he has the droid shock arm, which has unlimited uses, which actually makes it early game way better than his... actually, it levels with him, so it's even better than I thought it was. But it's much better than... what am I trying to say? Then using the laser. A zapper grip. I don't think that's good. That's not exactly what I'm looking for. Alright. Wait, did I not take anything? I didn't. Oops. Okay, low security door. T3M4 has lots of security, so we're good here. And there she is, all fixed up. There's the Ebon Hawk. Let's see what we can do here. I don't think there's... No, it's up there. So. The system is damaged. Several parts have been removed, and a laser drill has been used on a number of subsystems. Despite the sabotage, this console's basic functionality was intended to be restored quickly by replacing the missing parts. And we don't have any parts, so that's bad. But I believe... in here... No, that's a repair kit, which is like a med pack for droids. I could have sworn there were parts up here. Did I miss something? Alright. Well, to get it working, obviously we can try and go down the ramp to the Ebon Hawk. Hangar bay door is locked. It's magnetically sealed even, so we're not going to be able to do anything with that. And this door over here, same thing. So, the only door left, this one here. Crack that open. And here's a little demonstration of the shock arm. As compared to the laser, which actually is doing alright. But in most instances, the shock arm, especially against Droid, is going to be a lot better than the lasers you have, depending on the drops you get. That actually stunned him, which is another benefit of the shock arm. And that scored a critical, so it one-shotted him, which is nice. Energy shield, that is not a shield that T3 can use, but it's a shield that I can use when we finish up here. Alright. So now there's a elevator down to the fuel depot. These are actually fuel tunnels, although it's a little hard to see that at first. Oh, we got some droids down here. Nothing too big to take care of. There we go. And a corpse. Because of course there's corpses down here. Deadly Sonic Mine, Ion Striker. Purge the fuel lines, and I found inside 3 Sonic charges attached inside. I did not read that correctly. I checked the work logs, and only droids have been working in the area. I tried to contact security as soon as I found the explosives, but I can't seem to get the signal through. I've removed the explosive detonators, and I'll keep the explosives on me until I can put them in a secure hold in the hangar. Obviously, it went swimmingly for him. There's the parts we need. And some remains over here. Droid optimized interface. I don't remember what any of these droid parts do. Computer use +2. I think that will be very useful right now. I should probably show off T3. So, really good dexterity. Next time you get the chance to level up a attribute, which you do get to do in this game, you can bump that up and he'll get he'll get +3 instead of +2 on his modifier. Really high intelligence, constitution, and everything else is just normal. Skills, great at computer use, demolitions, no stealth, no great awareness, obviously no persuade. I think this is, it's only a main player character thing. Although I think some people start with it, which is a nice bit of storytelling. Repair, obviously great. Security, same as that, and no treat injury, because he's a droid, doesn't have to worry about that. And let's come back up. Droids with shields. First instance of shields, they'll block certain energy. I don't believe that they block the shock arm, but let's test that. Yeah, they go straight through that. That's why the shock armor is so good. Blasters get deflected. Shock arm goes right through. Shock arm is just amazing. I love it. It's also a really good application for just T3 because it's not really a combat droid, but he has it's a comparative advantage that they give him. Alright, so with everything we've scavenged, I could have sworn there were supposed to be parts up here, but it's been too long and I don't remember everything. So, replace the missing part. So, run a diagnostic on the damaged systems. All emergency subsystems rerouted. Access to the Baraga's emergency subsystems have been rerouted to a fuel depot computer terminal, and the connecting circuits have been burned out with a mining laser, preventing remote access. This damage cannot be repaired. You need to find the fuel depot terminal and activate the Baraga's emergency system. So let's check the status of the systems. So now we can open up the blast doors, although we don't have any spikes. So return to main functions. Let's check the logs here. All incoming and outgoing freighters need orbital drift charts. Already talked about that. So let's transmit the drift charts to the Ebonhawk. No, can't do that. Well, let's download them anyway. They'll be quickly obsolete, but better to have them than not. So access the hangar logs.
A lot of cargo from the Jedi's freighter is being stored in the secure cargo hold until we can pass it through the quarantine checks. And as requested, all the programming spikes the security officers wanted confiscated have been stored there as well, to prevent further system compromises. The secure cargo hold should be safe enough. If anybody wants to break into it, they'd have to blow it open with explosives.
So, everything's locked up. We need spikes. That's where it is. Need to use explosives. Interesting.
Who ordered the mining droids to repair that Jedi's freighter? I come in here off the work shift and 3 of them are repairing the port stabilizers? Did I miss something? Is somebody planning a trip? Because orders were that the hangar was to be locked down ever since that Jedi arrived. I don't know what maintenance is up to, but you can't just commission droids for repairs, especially with half the work shifts in medbay. Those droids are needed to repair the ventilation tunnels before gas builds up to terminal levels. It's not like that ship can go anywhere anyway. Even if it had the asteroid orbital drift charts, the Navicomputer's been voice-locked. You'd need the access code to get it spaceworthy. Considering this latest droid commission breach, I'm putting the droids in this section under the control of the current dock officer. If anyone sends commands to the mining droids outside this terminal, I'll be forced to enact full override.
So 3 interesting tidbits there. First of all, whoever's been reprogramming the droids has reprogrammed them to fix the Ebonhawk, which is weird. Second of all, the nav computer is voice locked, meaning that no one can really chart a course. And third, that now the droids are being under the dock officer's control.
Looks like those droids got the vessel working again, even with all the damage it had taken. The maintenance officer still won't admit ordering them to fix it, though. Regardless, still no luck accessing the navicomputer. It's been voice locked, maybe by one of the corpses we found on the ship, like the old woman. If so, that ship isn't going anywhere, unless we rip out the navicomputer and put in a new one. If we even had one to spare. The only reason someone would lock their navicomputer is to hide their astrogation charts. Someone didn't want us to know where that ship was going, or where it had been. Only smugglers do that, or someone with something to hide. That Jedi's got a lot of questions to answer.
So they think that I was the one who did it. Who hid where the Ebonhawk has been, but obviously I didn't. I had no idea. I was on the Harbinger and then I blacked out. So interesting. Remote cameras, hangar 25, there's the Ebonhawk. Main cargo hold, where we woke up, security cargo. And there's, what is he called? It's the protocol droid from the prologue that I skipped because it's boring. He's in there. 3CFD, never would have remembered that. So we can check his status. He was destroyed many days ago. Motivator still holds the charge. At the risk of destroying the containers next in it, it could be remoted over... I read that wrong. If you had any mines, you could blast open the door without damaging the inside contents if you attach the mine directly to the door. So, that's our way in. But we also have the decontamination chamber where there's some poison coming through. Excellent. And comm system, run a diagnostic on that. Unit destroyed, comm system parameter hangar inoperative. It looks as if the communications system was purposely burned out with a mining laser. Even if you had the parts, you don't think you could contact the administration level from the computer. So again, everything's isolated, everything's cut off. Let's take a look here. Now, the last couple times I played this, T3 has not had high enough explosive skill to place this, which I found really weird. Yeah, skill too low. I want to try something really quick, because I'm curious about this, because those are the only mines you can get, unless you make your own. So it is that. Okay. So for whatever reason, if you play on hard mode, which I'm going to switch back to right now, yeah, I never knew that the skill checks actually changed difficulty with difficulty settings. Obviously, it takes a lot of XP for T3 to level up, so that's not something you can normally do on difficult, which I never knew. Mandalorian melee shield, that's going to be super useful. Oh. Irreparable damage. Adrenaline. Yeah, so this is the sort of stuff I was talking about. There's a flamethrower, there's a ion blast marker, ion striker, and generally you just don't use them because then you use them up. It's easier to just spec out your mining lasers or your blasters with better modifications. So now we got the footlocker here. Pop that open, we get computer spikes and a contoured grip. Don't remember what that does. Also an ion charger, which is a modification for blasters. So let's grab all those. Now we have the spikes. So, is this it? Yeah. So open the blast port to hangar 25. Failure. Now that's interesting. The conduit has been removed. The door to the hangar bay where the Ebonhawk lies has had its power conduit surgically removed. You cannot slice this terminal or make a workaround for it out of parts. You need to replace the original conduit to open it. Well, how the hell are we going to do that? Well, for now, let's open this door and see where we go. Maybe we can activate the comms link or turn off the the emergency shutdown. And would you believe it, there's droids back here. T3, I don't think you needed to get that close. Oh, a 1. Droid shotgun is just better. Oh my god! Did a 1 with a blaster and then 12 with the shotgun. The shotgun's just great. Okay, so we've got a broken droid here. Ooh, modular mark plating. I think that's good. I think that's really good. Yeah, that's better. Sweet. Did anyone drop anything? No? Alright. That's me checking for remains, because they always take a little bit to load in. Oop, hello. Got some stuff in here. I think on some playthroughs I've completely missed if that was there. I just kept charging through. Not one on the other side, though. Alright. So we're going back down to the fuel depot, but now to a different place of it. So now we're up above, down there is where we were before. And we've got containment fields. Nope, no way to open it. Alright. Go this way? Same deal, 3 of them. What I find interesting is that these are supposed to like contain an explosion, right? Because this is part of the shutdown to contain an explosion if an explosion goes off. But there's no ceiling to this area. It's just a walkway. So I'm not exactly sure why these containment fields are here. The force field is locked. Yeah. But thankfully there's a computer over here, and I'm sure nothing bad will happen if we were to activate the... Let's take a look here. Cameras, fuel line sensors, and there's something down there. That's weird. There appears to be some sort of metal case lying in the fuel pipe, but you can't make it out. Okay, maintenance level. That's where we were before. Entrance to droid maintenance area. Droid maintenance area has been sealed away by the emergency lockdown. However, new programming has been introduced to keep it from opening even if the lockdown is cancelled. Well, that's mean. There's no way to shut down that field that you can see from this terminal. If anyone has the means inside the... This means anyone inside the facility is effectively cut off from the hangar bay. So we're in a completely different section from where we were before. Effectively. So... Systems log. Within the past few days, a series of explosions within the Progress mining facility have enacted an emergency lockdown. Someone has sliced into the fuel depot computers and created a phantom fuel lake, sealing off the area with force fields to contain the blast. The blasts that would presumably then go over the force fields. Maybe I don't know enough about explosions. Maybe that would work. Oh, that was... I just accidentally skipped something. It looks as if someone has been using the lockdown to systematically isolate sections of the facility. So, cutting off people not just through the comms, but through everything else. So, schematics, open the hatch to the Progress administration level. And we're all done. Oh no.
So is that stupid droid of yours going to come through or not?
If you have a female character, Atton attempts to flirt with you, and it's really fun. It's not my droid. I don't know who it belongs to.
Well, I'm beginning to think I was a little better off in my... Hey, what do you know? Another cargo cylinder came through.
Yeah, it looks like it. But it's strange he didn't contact us on the comm.
If he got the turbo lifts working, then we should have a clear run to the hangar.
The turbo lifts are locked down manually, so I had him open the emergency hatch.
Wait. Don't tell me you're taking that hatch down into the mining tunnels. Are you? That explosion I heard came from below. There's probably nothing down there except superheated rock and collapsed blast tunnels. You'd be an idiot to go down there.
Behold, I am an idiot. And you can say a Jedi's life is sacrifice, but I'm not going to go that route because I'm no longer a Jedi. So I'm just going to say maybe, but it's the only way out, and it's better I risk my life than yours.
You're either really brave or really crazy, or both.
Both.
All right, I'll try to monitor things from up here. And be careful. The only thing moving down there is likely to be mining droids, so don't be playing hero too hard.
Yeah, it's just more experience.
Not that I care what happens to you or anything. I just don't want to be trying to get off this rock by myself.
I like Atten. I love Atten. Atten's amazing. Got it. See you soon. Oh, no. Your concern is noted. I'll be going now.
I'll keep the comlink open. I may be able to guide you through the tunnels from up here. Don't know if the signal will hold if you get too deep, though.
You oversee the comlink. Party members and others may use it to contact you or to help you or provide information. So, some more light side points from being nice to him. Very quickly, I'm just going to go through all of these mining droids and switch them to the computers, switching them to defend organics, like I did in the last part. Just going to do that very quick. So back in the security office, all the droids have been turned to friendlies, and backtrack a little bit, just go down here into the mining tunnels.
Can you read me?
Yes. For a minute, I thought you and Kreia were telepathic.
What did you say? Your signal's crammed with static.
Nah.
There's a lot of interference down there, probably caused by that explosion. Still, it looks like there's a route down to the Paragas fuel depot, if the passages haven't collapsed. That explosion knocked out most of the sensors. There should be an emergency crate in the next room. Watch yourself. There's a lot of droid broadcasts in that area, but I can't pin them down.
Alert me immediately if you pick anything up.
Will do. And be careful down there.
I love Atten. Ah, mining uniform, actual clothes, as well as a Paragas mining shield, safety harness, survey gear. Alright, so let's get those clothes on. Defense bonus of 1, survey gear, awareness +1, resistance versus sonic, which is negligible. We've got the stealth field generator, it's useless. Safety, especially to my character. Safety harness gives +1 to demolitions, even though I have no demolition skill. And then let's get that mining shield on here. No, I don't need another shield right now.
Find the emergency supplies?
Yeah, it looks like there's clothes in here.
About time. The whole half-naked Jedi thing was wearing a little thin. Look, there may be some survey gear and a safety harness inside the crate, too. The miners wear them when staking claims on the asteroids. The survey gear is designed to spot and protect you against sonic mines, and the safety harness can be helpful if you try to disarm them.
There's some kind of mining energy shield in the crate, too.
Yeah, it's like a military-issue energy shield, except it's designed to protect the miners against lasers and heat. Should work against the droid mining lasers. It won't last forever, and certainly not against multiple laser hits. But it may buy you some time if you get ambushed by a battalion of droids.
Sounds useful. How do I use
Equip
it?
it on your wrist, and then you can activate it like a med pack. Again, it won't last forever, so make it count.
Understood. Anything else?
Just one more thing. I've narrowed down some of the ID signals, and if the numbers are right, you're sharing those tunnels with a battalion of mining droids.
Sweet. Juicy XP. Any advice on taking them out?
Well, these are construction models. They shoot like a moisture farmer militia. Since they rely on ranged weapons, get in close with a melee weapon and start bashing. In close combat, the guy with the vibroblade has the edge over the guy with the rifle, droid or not. Otherwise, just drill them from a distance. If they're not shielded, that is.
Shielded?
Yeah, it's possible some of the droid models may have mining shields on. If so, the shields may absorb laser fire. You can usually tell when a shield is active. It'll make an electrical field around the target. If they activate a shield, the best thing you can do is hit them with a melee weapon or try to burn out the shield with continual fire. But that could take a while, and it leaves you a target.
I'll do that. Anything else?
There's gotta be some central controller down there. See if you can find a terminal by the main access shaft. That'd be governing intelligence.
Alright, which actually reminded me of another thing I should do. You want to have a mining laser on here for something that will become apparent pretty quickly. Really? Not a perfect game. Alright.
step. I'm picking up a lot of sonic mines down there. Don't run unless you have to. It makes them harder to spot. If you have any skill with demolitions, you might be able to recover them and use them against the droids. That is, if the mines don't get you first. If you have survey gear or a safety harness, put them on. They'll make spotting and disarming the sonic charges a little easier.
Understood. A war criminal out. And I don't actually remember how to walk in this game. Just auto running. Of course, I have no demolition skill, so I can't do that. Can't disable them. So this is fun. So, if you have a really good repair skill, this is a chance where you get to use that, and you can use it to use your parts to make them walk around and to everything. I don't, and I think it's kind of a waste to use the parts because it gets pretty expensive, but you can activate this guy and program him to patrol around the tunnels. So we've got some droids here. That is more than I thought. Oh wait, that one's broken. That's not that bad then. Okay, it's a little worse than I thought. Wow, I'm so glad I took the melee weapon proficiency. Energy shield, kind of useless. Broken droid. In this instance, I think I'm gonna throw a grenade. Yes, I'm gonna throw a grenade in this instance. There we go. That's two of them. All right. I'm actually gonna switch weapons, move forward a bit, and target this floaty thing. Which I'm not very good at. There we go, and it explodes. Nice. Oh. Alright. Good time to use energy resistance. Yep, this one. Alright, so energy resistance takes care of the blasters, which is good. Another corpse. It's always corpses. Adrenaline stamina gives you a boost to, I don't even remember. It's a boost to something. Another corpse we passed on the beginning. Advanced mining laser, definitely going to switch to that over this thing. Isn't there something over here? No, I'm confusing this with a later part. There we go.
Hey, watch out. That explosion has superheated the tunnels ahead. That steam will cook the skin off your bones. If you can find a mining energy shield, switch it on. It should protect you against the heat if you move quickly enough.
Understood. A war criminal out. Alright, so progress mining shield. Now we got protection from the heat for a little bit. It actually wears off really quick. Okay. Oh, got another floaty guy. So we're gonna use a laser here. Yeah, this is a situation where grenade. Okay. Don't want to use too many though. There we go. Target the little bastard. Leveled up, which is nice. Also gonna switch here. Oh, by the way, the reason I keep attacking the little floating bots is they will heal the droids as you're fighting them. Now, I'm one-shotting a lot of the time, but if I don't, then obviously don't want to deal with it again. So, level up. Skills, persuade needs to go up. Not really using treat injury. Suppose, yeah, just keep it like that. That's fine. I get access to a feat. Now I will take toughness, because toughness will now give me 3 extra vitality points, and we'll just get better from there. And also, higher levels, you also get an additional... at the highest level, you get an additional vitality point and 10% damage resistance. So very good feat to take. Eventually, I will go for 2 weapon fighting as well. And I get to choose another power. Can't choose heal yet. Effect mind isn't going to be useful. Can't take the force deflection. I'm going to go with burst of speed. So you get 2 defense and you get to move faster, which will be useful for backtracking through certain areas, not necessarily here. And those mines around don't exactly want to be moving quickly. Nothing in here. Can I squeeze through here? Yeah. Alright, more stuff. Ah! There's a turning radius to... There we go. Good. And some remains. That droid had money on him. Don't know why.
You're getting close to something big. I think it's the main ventilation shaft. If so, the central droid controller should be somewhere nearby. Keep an eye out for it. I'm picking up a lot of droids. If you still have a mining energy shield, I'd equip it and switch it on.
There aren't just mining droids down here. There are sensor pulls too.
Sensor? It must be maintenance drones. Watch out. Those little pests will try to repair the mining droids if you don't gun them down first. Still, it's odd they're still active after the explosion. They don't have the same shielding as the mining droids. Be careful of those droids. I don't like this.
Understood. A war criminal out.
And I'm being spied on. I wonder by who.
Alright. Don't care about the droids. We're just gonna keep marching on. First grab the corpse. Now, so because of the way this game works, this is technically a wall, I think. Or maybe that's a wall. I'm not sure. So they can't actually see me, even though they can see me. So, central controller. Let's take a look here. Call up droid command functions. Cancel all mining droid on droid mining functions on organics, which I can do because I have really high, or rather do for 1 spike, simply because of what the hell am I saying? Yes. Anyway, so this will overwrite all current commands on the droids. Do you wish to continue? Yes, I do. So now they will not fight me, which is great. You can also make them add other droids that might... I don't remember what that does. Anyway, check droid schematics. Judging from the droid schematics, the droids rely on thermal sensors to detect fuel deposits. You could easily blind them by raising the temperature, which is another way to get around that, but I don't think you need to do that if you've done what I've done. Alright, main functions. Fuel, shut down the containment fields. See, these actually work. These actually go to the ceiling, so they would actually contain a blast. Oh, I don't have 2 spikes for the thing. Well, that sucks. Access camera functions. So that's the way out. There's the hatch to the next level we need to go to. With a little unidentified holorecord camera. Work claim 12. I don't remember what this is.
Everybody here? What's up, Kurta? We're supposed to be sinking fuel siphons into the 3218 asteroid shelf right now.
Forget the siphons. You know that survivor they pulled from the freighter? One of the miners said they served with him on Malachor 5.
Malachor 5? So he's one of the survivors. Or worse, a Mandalorian. So what?
Not a survivor, idiot. He's one of the Jedi from Malachor 5.
If he's one of the Jedi, hell, we can't have him walking around here. I don't know what he'll do.
I thought all the Jedi were wiped out in the Civil War, weren't they?
Guess they missed one. But it gets better.
I did some checking, and that bounty on Nar Shaddaa is still live.
What? You want to sell the Jedi to the exchange? Korda, have you been chewing spice?
Look, you know how big that bounty is? That Jedi's our ticket off this rock.
Korda, there's no way the officers will go for that. They'll lock us up for sure.
Then we'll improvise.
I like that. Someone has taken care to delete the record of the camera being placed. Is not listed on any of the work records. So obviously, Korda wants to sell me to the exchange. Also, I served on Malachor 5, which is interesting. Don't know anything about that, obviously. I also like that the guy says he'll. Well, I don't know what he'll do, because there's this fear of what Jedi would do, but no one really understands them. So, yeah, I don't have enough spikes for that. I think I can just crack it open, can't I? Yeah, I can. See, this is why Sentinel's so great, because not only do you get computer stuff, you get the security as well. So, now... Wait, I didn't take anything? Wait, is this the other side? No, this is this side. So, oh, this isn't the way I wanted to do it. Shoot. I wanted to... Oh, I did the wrong command. Oh, well. Can I reverse that? Yeah, okay, this is a good idea. Yep. Okay, and return to main functions, camera functions, droid functions. Nope. Droid schematics, raise the temperature. Continue. Alright, so now they'll attack each other, and they're completely blind to me. So they can just fight. Also, nice posing there. Oh, wait, I blinded them. So, even though they're trying to fight each other, they can't. And look at all this juicy experience. This is what I thought I was doing the first time, effectively, but turns out that makes them friendly, and so you can't kill them for experience. Which is a terrible shame, because they're a great source of experience. And since you raise the temperature, they don't fight back. Juicy remains. Sonic grenade. Anything back here? I don't remember. Oh, let me show off burst of speed. So it makes the camera go all stupid like this. And you run faster. Ironically, the wibbly effect doesn't work when you're moving due to combat. Can you hit this guy, please? Thank you. Huge time saver versus speed. I'm really glad it's a universal power. I think it was a light side power in KOTOR 1. Much better as a universal power. I don't know why moving very quickly is light-sided. Also, I want to point out that was a high security door, and my character is just good enough at security to just crack it open. I can do this. Yeah. And another corpse. Heavy mining laser, Carter regulator, bay. Oh, this is great. This is great stuff. What does the Carter regulator do? Yeah, saves for fortitude. I get more use out of that than the demolitions one. Sadly, the belts don't show up. Actually, yeah. I suppose it's better that the belts don't show up, because that could really ruin some attire. Ah. droids.
Yeah,
Oop.
picking up some strange readings. What are you doing down there?
What kind of readings?
The containment fields in the mining tunnels are shutting down. You need to get out of there before they vent fuel to the surface of the asteroid through the tunnels.
How much time do I have?
I may be able to keep it contained until you get the turbo lift to the fuel depot, but not for much longer. I'm locking down the turbo lift to the administration section now to keep the blast from spreading. If you've got anything left to do down there, make it quick, because where you are is going to get real hot real soon.
Okay. Yeah, hello. Nope, 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 do not. There we go. Oh, this one's damaged, so you need to use a mine to bust it open. I can't do that. Alright. There's also no time limit on the explosion. You're not going to die if you don't do it fast enough. It's just explaining that you're not going to be able to come back this way. Which is why you want to kill all the droids. Because that's XP you'll never get back. Oops. There we go. Another level up out of that. See, this is great. Attributes. What do I do here? Constitution is usually the smart idea. Intelligence wouldn't be bad with the build I have. Charisma. See, none of this is going to matter this time because you only get a modifier every 2 points. I think we're going to go for strength. Just going to have a high strength character. Actually, I'm going to... when you level up a skill that isn't a class skill, it takes 2 points, but I'm going to do that, and I'm going to get the Persuade up to 7 for an important check that's coming up. Get awareness up, and... Oh, I don't have anything else. We'll hold up on awareness. Security is going to be more important than anything else right now. And then another power. Force aura. Plus 2 defense in all saving throws. Valor. Now let's go with aura. No. You know what I need? Stun Droid. That's going to be useful. Actually, not really. But Stun Droid is the light side counterpoint to Shock, which becomes Force Lightning, which is very fun. Did I miss anything back here? Because I used demolitions, now I can... Oh yeah, I can use Stun Droid on mines. I forgot about that. Can I do anything with that? I cannot. Hold on a sec. I wonder if that's enough. Because what's my demolition skill now? 3. I doubt that's enough to pick that up. Yeah. Not only did I not pick it up, it exploded. I missed some Marines. Worth going back here just for that. Alright, let's try this again. Nope. Yeah. Not good enough to do that. Well, so. That's not good. Alright. So that was a bit of a waste, but it'll prove useful later on. I might select demolition system. Nah, I probably won't. Whatever. And now we're in the fuel depot. Yet a third section of the fuel depot. This game's very good at recycling. Roll through the explosion. That's supposed to simulate the blast that just shut down everything. Uh-oh. That's the dock worker. And he's dead.
greeting. It is a pleasure to see you alive, Master, provided my receptors are not off focus. How may I be of assistance?
This is another one of those moments that's great if you've played the first KOTOR game, because this protocol droid talks and looks exactly like HK-47, who is an assassination droid who is pretending to be a protocol droid. So, yeah, it's a great kind of twist that this you think it's an assassin droid sneaking up behind you, and then it says, master. But let's talk about that. How do you know me? I'm not your master.
Answer. I am a survivor of the Harbinger, just as you were, Master. With the unexpected termination of my previous master, you are the only organic which I may now serve.
Who was your previous master?
Answer. The captain of the Harbinger, Master. I was in transit to Telos to facilitate communications and terminate hostilities. However, we did not arrive at our intended destination.
What happened?
Irritated answer. Oh, Master, it is such a long, dull story, and not terribly relevant to our current situation.
Why don't you tell me anyway?
Hesitant explanation. That has been the subject of considerable discussion since our arrival here, Master. Many have attempted to claim you and this unit as salvage. I was crudely interrogated concerning our brief history together on board the Harbinger, before its communications, weapons, and engines suffered the cascade failure that disabled the ship.
How come I don't remember any of this?
Speculation. It is possible you were incapacitated and locked in the well-shielded cargo compartment as the Harbinger was being systematically crippled, Master.
Incapacitated?
Clarification. Yes, Master. No doubt the flurry of destruction on board the Harbinger somehow drugged you into a stupor from which you could not awaken. Most curious.
Drugged? What do you mean, drugged?
Placation. Merely a turn of phrase, Master. The implication that your state was due to the result of ingesting large quantities of Juma juice was unintentional. I meant to communicate only that you were somehow rendered unconscious before you were locked securely in the cargo hold.
Care you to explain how I was locked in the cargo hold?
Clarification. By locked, I meant sealed, Master. My vocabulator seems to be malfunctioning.
Fine. What happened next?
Recitation. Following the unusual set of coincidences that led to the cascade failure in the Harbinger's systems, we were boarded by a small freighter with unknown ID codes. It appeared that this freighter had been attacked, and the captain wanted to study it. This freighter appeared to be still spaceworthy. Your cargo compartment was breached, and you were taken on board the freighter shortly before the Harbinger's systems began to go critical. I, too, managed to board the freighter before the Harbinger's destruction. We were most fortunate to have survived, Master.
Any idea what attacked the small freighter?
Evaluation. Master, I do not know. Judging from the damage, it had been attacked by a much larger vessel. And when it attempted to escape the Harbinger with you on board, it was fired on again. Addendum. It does seem odd that such a small vessel has a high probability of attracting the attention of much larger vessels. Not a welcome trait in a freighter, to be sure.
Yeah, the Ebon Hawk is host to a whole bunch of drama. So what was the freighter that the Harbinger was brought on board?
Explanation. I believe it was a smuggler's vessel by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Speculation. As to its purpose, I do not know. Perhaps it was always its intention to play dead, then kidnap you off the Harbinger and rob me of my bounty.
Your bounty?
Clarification. By bounty, I refer to your life, Master. It would pain me to see you damaged in any way. That is why the arrival of this Ebon Hawk caused me considerable distress.
The Ebon Hawk came here?
Apology. My memory core cannot provide a clear answer on that point, Master. Suffice to say that once we arrived at this floating rock, our situation became much clearer.
How so?
Explanation. Despite my market value, Master, the miners were far more interested in you. It did not take long for me to ascertain the reason for this. While an HK protocol droid is a valuable piece of property, Jedi are worth much more in certain exclusive markets across the galaxy. Painful admission. I must confess to feelings of inferiority at the speculated difference between my value and the price for your capture. I was forced to remind myself it was not due to a failing of my model or function, but because you were a Jedi.
And how did they find out I was a Jedi?
Surprised answer. Why, I told them, Master. You are the exile Jedi who served with Revan in the Mandalorian Wars, are you not? I hope all that has happened has not been the result of a miscommunication. If so, then the problem lies with the core word databases, which are notoriously spotty.
So that's interesting. So I'm the exiled Jedi. The exiled Jedi who served with Revan in the Mandalorian Wars. And that's a really great thing about this game, how it tells you about who you are through dialogue like this. So that information wouldn't have been in the core ward databases, only in the Jedi archives.
Indignant exclamation. Master, I am only a protocol droid, but it is part of my function to know such information and relay it to any interested parties in the interests of terminating any potential hostiles.
Potential hostiles?
Quick clarification. Apparently my vocabulator has suffered some damage, Master. I meant terminating any potential hostilities.
I see. Go on.
Answer. All that has happened has been because they believe you to be a Jedi, Master. They debated what to do with you as you lay unconscious in the medical bay. One group seemed intent on selling you as property. The other group opposed this.
And then what happened?
3 standard hours after the division between the miners became apparent, accidents began to occur throughout the facility. A result of improper maintenance, I believe. These accidents coincided with the degradation of the mining droid behavioral cores. Crude models are prone to such failures, resulting in murderous rampages. The mortality rate of organics in the facility rose quickly.
So what happened to the rest of the miners?
Many miners began to join you in the medical bay as a cascade of flawlessly timed detonations occurred in isolated gas pockets in the lower levels of the facility. The explosions herded the miners into emergency sections of the station, quickly and efficiently cutting them off from communications and facility control. But sadly enough, not the ventilation systems.
Sadly enough. What do you mean?
You see, the explosions had damaged specific sections of this facility's ventilation systems, causing a slow, lethal buildup of toxic fumes in the dormitory level.
Are there any left?
Answer. I do not know, Master. Ironically enough, any miner that fled to the dormitory level to protect themselves from the droids and the explosions would find themselves in a gas-filled death trap.
Then I need to get in there to rescue them.
It is unlikely any miners remain alive. As I said, the dormitory has been cut off from the rest of the facility, as has the hangar bay. There is no escape.
Can we try to contact them using a comlink?
Apology. Unfortunately, communication with the dormitory section is severed, Master. It is perhaps for the best, especially if any other accidents had occurred in that section. If that were the case, the severed comlink would have spared us the satisfaction of hearing the miners' screams as they lived out their last moments in fear and terror.
Satisfaction. I think you're beginning to see with the flawlessly timed explosives both on the Harbinger and here on Paragus that this protocol droid, who just happens to share a designation and a general shape with the assassination droid from the previous game, may not exactly be what he appears to be.
Rapid retraction. Why, yes, satisfaction in knowing their fate, Master. It would be unfortunate if they had been slaughtered, but there would be a calm, comforting certainty that there is nothing we can do to escape until a ship arrives.
There must be a way to reach them.
Theory. You could walk across the surface of the asteroid to the dormitory airlock, but such a route would be extremely hazardous, and I do not wish to see you damaged.
Those miners could be hurt or in danger. We need to make sure they're all right.
Warning. Master, continued exploration of this facility may place you in unnecessary danger. I encourage you to return to the medical bay and wait for retrieval from a vessel that is no doubt on the way, even as we continue this pointless conversation.
I'm going to find those miners, and you're going to help me.
Weary resignation. Very well, Master, but there is very little that I can do. You see, the airlock is sealed by a code.
All right, so how do I get the code to the airlock?
Correction. Oh, I already possess the code, Master, but I am afraid that it will do you no good.
What do you mean?
Condescending explanation. Master, the console governing the droid maintenance area and the airlock is voice printed, musing. In the last days of his life, the maintenance officer was quite careful about voice protocols, bordering on paranoid obsession. Conjecture. I suspect once he realized something was wrong in the facility, he voice-locked the droid bay functions. A prudent measure, but in the end, he met the same fate as the rest of the organics.
Well, you said you already have the code.
Condescending explanation. Oh, yes, Master. The code is Maintenance Control Voice Print ID R1B5. But unless the maintenance officer speaks the code, it is useless.
Then how can I bypass the voice print?
Answer. Master, you cannot. You are trapped here just as I am. There is nothing to do, except patiently wait for whatever the future has in store for us.
Never mind. I'm going to be going now. Yes, so that was... I think the conversation you can have with the HK is probably... it's one of the longest conversations in the game. So I'm going to cut it up into two parts. I'm going to end off here. We are on the fuel depot level. We have made it through the mining tunnels. Next time we're going to explore what's here and talk a little bit more with our new protocol droid.
It is a pleasure to see you intact, Master.
But in the meantime, I have been Jake. This has been Knights of the Old Republic 2. Have a good one.